So today we're going to talk about what makes a phone easy or, basically impossible to fix. We're counting down the top 5 most repairable Androids from the last couple of years, all based on the amazing work and teardowns from the folks over at iFixit. All right, let's just dive right in. I mean, we've all been there, right? You have that one simple drop, the screenshotters, and suddenly you're looking at a repair bill that has you wondering if you should just buy a whole new phone. It is so frustrating. And while that whole experience, it's often by design. And that's really the heart of what we're digging into today. The difference usually just comes down to a few key decisions the manufacturer makes. Like, are they using standard screws or some weird proprietary ones? Are the parts modular or are they all soldered together? And, the biggest villain in our story today, is everything held together with simple clips, or is it just slathered in this stubborn, impossible to remove glue? This isn't just about saving a few bucks. It's about sustainability and cutting down on all that e-waste. All right, time to get to the countdown. We're going to start at number 5 and work our way up to the single most repair-friendly phone you can get. Kicking things off at number 5, we've got the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. And honestly, this one's a perfect example of taking one step forward, but then one giant step back. Okay, so on the one hand, Samsung gets a huge point for using standard Phillips screws. That's great. No special tools needed. But, and it's a huge but, once you get inside, you just hit a wall of glue. The battery is basically cemented in place, and the screen is held on with this super tough adhesive. So while you can get into it, the most common repairs are made incredibly difficult by design. Okay, moving on up to number 4, we have the Google Pixel Fold. Now this one is really interesting because what Google is doing here is fantastic. They're providing free, really detailed service manuals and genuine parts. That kind of transparency is a massive win for repair. The catch? Well, it's a foldable. To get to anything inside, you have to carefully, and I mean carefully, peel away either the outer screen or the back cover. It's a super delicate, high-risk job. So Google basically gives you the map, but the journey is still pretty treacherous. All right, now we're cracking the top 3. This is where you start to see companies making repair-friendly design a real priority. Coming in hot at number 3 is the HMD Fusion, and this phone represents a huge step in the right direction. Get this, the display, the part that breaks the most, is secured only with screws. That's it. No heat guns, no prying, no fighting with adhesive. That one choice makes for a super speedy, reliable fix. On top of that, you've got straightforward battery and charging port repairs, plus available parts directly from HMD. It's just a fantastic example of a company making all the right choices. And our runner-up, landing at number 2, is the Google Pixel 9. So Google's on the list again, and it's because they've clearly prioritized screen repairs. Plus, being able to take off the back glass without a heat gun is a massive improvement. But it's kind of that same story of 2 steps forward, 1 step back. The battery is still stubbornly glued down, and to fix the charging port, you have to remove the fragile display first. That's just a risky order of operations. It is so close to perfect, but a few of those key flaws are still holding it back. So we've seen some really great contenders. We've seen real progress in some areas, but also some of those same old frustrations. But there's one phone that takes a fundamentally different approach to its entire design. Yeah, this isn't just about making repairs possible, it's about making them simple and even expected. Taking the number 1 spot as the most repairable Android phone you can buy is the Fairphone 5. And it is truly in a league of its own. There is absolutely no adhesive blocking your way. You can replace the battery in seconds with 0 tools. It just pops right out. The entire phone is built with modular parts that are incredibly easy to swap. Fairphone doesn't just let you repair your phone, they actively encourage it, selling every single part you could possibly need. Their whole mission is longevity, and you can see it in every single design choice they make. So after that whole countdown, what's the big takeaway here? What are the common threads that separate a device you can actually repair from one that's basically disposable? Well, it really just boils down to 3 key things. So here's the playbook. First, ditch the glue. It is the #1 enemy of repair, and it turns simple jobs into total nightmares.
Just use screws and clips instead. Second, provide the parts. A phone is only as repairable as its most available component, right? And third, share the manuals. Give people the knowledge they need to do their own fixes. When companies do these three things, they're not just selling a product, they're showing respect for their customers and for the planet. So the next time you're out shopping for a new smartphone, this is the question you got to ask yourself. Look beyond the camera specs and the screen size, and really think about its design philosophy. Because choosing a phone that's actually built to last doesn't just save you money, it's a vote for a more sustainable future. Definitely something to think about. Thanks for joining me.
My Motorola Edge 50 screen was smashed. David here ordered the part and fixed it next day in 1 hour.
Wang, tell us about your recent phone repair.
David was super professional. He fixed my Galaxy Z Flip 4 in an hour. I literally walked in broken and walked out perfectly fixed.
Yeah, highly recommend.
If you have mobile phones issue, you can walk in. We're open Monday to Friday, 10 a.m. 6 p.m. and Saturday, 10 a.m. 2 p.m.